Welcome to today's episode, Ryan.
Thank you, Paul. Great to be here.
Tell us about Blue Rise. Just give us a little bit of context. What do you guys do? How long have you been around?
Started multiple years ago, selling and scaling brands on Amazon. And about 3 years ago, we started looking at the emerging marketplace on Walmart.
If I'm working with a portfolio of brands, say I've got 50 clients, how do I work through which of those may be really good candidates for Walmart?
I'd say at first, when you're thinking through the maturity of the life cycle of a brand, what we see is once they hit maybe that 7-figure mark on Amazon, right around there, the high 6 figures or low 7 figures, basically if they have a breadth of SKUs, maybe their variety of products, not a single product business, and a variety of products, maybe 10 or more SKUs. On Walmart, the market is still a bit nascent, and so low cost, a little more generic in products. One opportunity might be if looking through a catalog, if a brand has products that maybe have already peaked in the life cycle on Amazon, maybe the competition's grown, there might be a second life to that product on the Walmart marketplace.
In terms of the actual audiences, have you noticed sort of differences in terms of demographics, ages?
I would say it's similar with a heavier weight towards the price consciousness.
The registration process, how does it work with Walmart?
It's marketplace.walmart.com is the application link. They do have requirements, a little bit at higher gates than Amazon. Walmart's looking for is a proven sales history. So a brand new entity is not probably going to pass through their filters. They're looking for a demonstrable history of customer service. If you're on Shopify already, there's ways to get into the platform. Even great candidates that Walmart themselves would love to have on the platform will automatically reject on a hair trigger if there's a misspelling somewhere in the application. And one other caveat, you either have to be a U.S. entity.
What does the level of competition look like?
Competition is much lower at the moment, and shopper volume is picking up. So the shoppers are coming to the marketplace, and there's much better ratio of sellers to shoppers.
How do I set expectations around revenue, GMV, what's achievable on Walmart versus what they're seeing right now on Amazon?
When you're talking about incremental sales lift and revenue, we usually say, hey, give 6 months to really start gaining traction. And once you get that 6 months mark, and it varies by category, obviously, and by product, price point, all those things. But the range we're seeing is 4 to 12% of revenue that a mature Amazon brand is seeing on Amazon, you can expect to probably be seeing on the Walmart side.
On Walmart specifically, where do people really need to invest?
Walmart will give you a listing score, a quantifiable listing score available to you through Seller Center for every listing in your catalog. Imagery, more or less, is very similar. Got a similar kind of image stack. You've got the ability to put up video, shorter title length with maximizing the first 50 characters so it shows up in Google search. Description is a paragraph, kind of short paragraph description. Attributes and doing your due diligence there is rewarded highly on Walmart.
Where is Walmart at in terms of the advertising platform, both in terms of technology and maturity, but also in the necessity to drive sales, ranking?
Much lower cost per click. The abilities, Walmart's advertising platform are fewer. They really launched the self-serve option about 1.5 years ago. So you can really think of it as it's basically search and grid, the equivalent of a sponsored brand post, like what they would call a search brand amplifier on Walmart with a banner ad across the top. What we find is running auto and manual, the kind of a combined approach. Auto campaigns have more placement options than manual campaigns, and then optimizing the manual campaign to kind of replace some of the inefficiency of auto and search grid.
What are some of the learnings, mistakes, pitfalls that you see on the platform?
One is clearly setting expectations. The other ones were around price, learning how to really optimize. In the system, there are challenges. We get content ranking issues all the time. Learning how to circumvent those issues and how to escalate to the right people, setting those expectations really clearly, conservatively, and then working together to track progress.
How can they get in touch with you?
They can connect to us on our website. It's bluerise.com. It's spelled BLUERYSE.com. You can email us at connect@bluerise.com. We're doing a special end of summer deal, and where we're offering the first 3 months of service at 20% discount for those who sign up by September 22nd. So if you hear this, just email us or reach out to us through the website and mention Merchant Spring in that communication, and we'll get you that deal.
That's a great deal. Well, thank you very much, Ryan.